Now you're probably thinking this is the fourth Death Noodles video. Why another one? Well, it's because I find Dennis to be such a fascinating creature, like Comic Book Cast 2 or Movie Bob. Just these fascinating creatures. It's like, I'm amazed that you've lived as long as you have, not drowning in your own drool somehow. Like that's incredible. You're a miracle. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. But now we got some news with Dennis. Our boy Dennis the Menace. He's just decided to, well, he wants to sue Keemstar. He said this recently, even though he said this before. There's a minute-long clip. He's like, "Oh, it's a nothing burger." He already said this, right? And yeah, he said this like a couple months ago, and now he's saying it again here because I guess it bears repeating. But he said he lost friends. I mean, you have to prove to me you have friends. You have associates who tolerate you. It's not the same thing. And he lost money and sponsors, and I'm like, you have to prove that. And as far as losing money, I'm like, were you making that much money to begin with? What money did you lose? Because apparently someone proved like he's, if anything, since that tweet Keemstar made, he's only gained subscribers, and the only time he's lost subs and money was when he was trying to defend his boy Ethan, who I'll get to in a second, and then he called Rich Lux part of the alt-right pipeline, which, by the way, shouldn't Rich Lux kind of sue for defamation on that one, by the way? You literally said this flamboyant Latino gay man is part of the alt-right pipeline because he made a video criticizing Ethan, and that was ammo to use for the alt-right or whatever. Even though, like Bo Black said before, Ethan was the one that created that ammo. He literally put the gunpowder in the shells and everything. That's all him. If Ethan wasn't being an ass, this whole thing wouldn't even exist. But it's whatever, you know. This is why I think this case might fail on Death Noodle's part, because he's such an incompetent human being. And believe me, Keemstar equally is incompetent. I'm not. This is not even a debate at this point. Keemstar is a pretty incompetent person. In fact, I would say that I'm not sure if there was a time other than a few seconds ago, and maybe a few other times, where I've said Keemstar's name and never followed it up with the word cunt. Because there's never a time where that and with Keemstar and cunt are not in the same sentence. Because it's just, that's what he is. He's an absolute cunt. A thunder cunt, even. A magnificent cunt. Really. And it's really, I mean, at least he's aware of it, I hope. If he's not aware, then I'd love to tell him why he is. And why you're wrong about you not being one. So, but I'm assuming he's aware of this, at the very least. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. I genuinely don't know yet. I mean, you got your boy H3 get in the mix. Of course, he's gonna defend Death Noodles as his friend, and Death Noodles Keemstar is a piece of shit, even though Death Noodles has done similar shit to Keemstar. And I guess the one argument you can make is that he may have not said that with malice. He might have genuinely believed that. So it's just the thing. It's hard to prove. It's sometimes hard to prove defamation on Death Noodles' part, because you can say, because the whole point of defamation is someone said something with the intention of causing harm. That's what makes it so confusing with Death Noodles. This is like, were you saying this because were you saying that Rich Lux is part of an alt-right pipeline because you were trying to be an asshole? Or you just genuinely that incompetent? Like, what is it? It's hard to tell. Keemstar is a little easier to tell because he is kind of a malicious little fuck. So that's going to be a little easier to prove, depending if he's going around snitching on himself. I don't know. I mean, knowing Keemstar, he might have been snitching on himself to somebody. I don't know. God, it's entirely possible he's been snitching on himself. But listen, this is a short one because it's not that much to say. It doesn't matter if Death Noodles wins, and I don't know what he's gonna want for his. But I know if Keemstar wins, he's gonna have to take his play button or whatever. Like, whatever. That's something you want. Okay. Whether Death Noodles wins or Keem wins, It doesn't matter. Because you know why? We all win. This whole case is literally just this meme. It's just this meme right here. That's how I feel. Like, doesn't matter who wins. So we all win. Because we're watching the complete clusterfuck that is going to be this case. And it's going to be glorious no matter what. No matter Keemstar. I don't like Keemstar, and I damn sure don't like Death Noodles. I don't like either one of these dumbasses. So I'm not rooting for anyone. Of course, Ethan's rooting for his boy, and people who don't like Keemstar are rooting for Death Noodles, and people who don't like Death Noodles are rooting for Keem, and people who are friends with Keem are rooting for Keem. I don't care. I don't like either one of these motherfuckers, but I can tell you what, I know I win in the end, because this is gonna be the most entertaining. Fuck Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. This is gonna be a pure circus. Yes, this is gonna be the complete clown show circus that this is gonna be. This will actually be the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey circus, the greatest show on earth. Fucking, just these two fucking morons just going at it. You love to see it.
Now, pal.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!